Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today I have something very exciting that will not only make your infotainment screen in your car much more useful, but also make your day-to-day life just that much easier. So yes, if you're an Elantra GT owner and follow along the Facebook group, then you might have seen my post a few days ago teasing a wireless Android Auto dongle. So today I'm going to go over that dongle in a little bit more detail, show you guys how it works, what its capabilities are, and also to show you how it works here in the Elantra GT specifically. So let's not waste time and get right into it. So here is the dongle itself. I'll go ahead and overlay some unboxing footage so you guys can see what comes in the box, but overall it is very simple. You guys may have seen some videos on this on YouTube. I don't think it is brand new to the market, but sometime last year this was released and has been on the market for quite some time. But anyways, this is what is responsible for transforming your in-car head unit into a wireless capable Android Auto and Apple Carplay unit, as well as some other features that we'll go over later in this video. But the unit itself is very simple. Here on the front it has a SIM card slot, a USB Type-C port, as well as an SD card for expandable storage. And on the other side it does have a LED indicator just to show you guys what's going on the unit itself. Now it does come with two very short, roughly 4 or 5 inch cables. One is USB Type-C to USB-A and the other one is USB-C to USB-C. So that should cover just about every application. Depending on what your car has. The newer cars will obviously have Type-C ports as inputs, but most of the older ones will use the USB-A as the input. So now that we've gone over the physical aspects of this device, I'm not going to show the SIM card slot in today's video because I don't believe many people that buy this device will actually insert a SIM card into it and use it as a portable data device, add it to their plans and everything like that. But I will be showing you guys the Wi-Fi capabilities of this device and some of the onboard features and storage and everything like that. So let's go ahead and show you guys how to install it in your car. It is very simple, and then show you guys its capabilities on the infotainment system itself. So the install of this device is extremely simple. You just need to plug it into your USB port where your wired Apple CarPlay would normally be plugged into, and the unit is powered just by that port alone. So that is very nice, super easy to install, and again, you just need to find your USB port, which in my case is down here on the center console, and plug it into that port. So one thing I want to mention specific to the Elantra GT center console here is that this cord is just long enough for basically you to place it anywhere inside of this central cubby here. Now, one thing that I think is going to be pretty sweet in this car in particular is the physical size of this unit is about the same width as the cubby here next to the port which you are plugging it into. So what I plan on doing is mounting some double-sided tape on the back of this unit along here, and go ahead and sticky taping it up above here on the center console so it is hidden and out of the way of my wireless charging mat that I have installed on the bottom of this cubby. Now the one big thing to note is your car must have wired Apple CarPlay capabilities to use this Android device in your car, because you will gain access to the Android operating system via Apple CarPlay. So once it's installed and plugged in, basically just open Apple CarPlay and you'll be immediately greeted with the Android 9 operating system. So you can see there's a ton of pre-installed apps on this unit, but it is almost a full version of Android 9.0. We can go ahead and dive into these settings, and this is where you'll access all of your Wi-Fi connectivity, sound, storage, and just the usual Android system settings, stuff like that. So let's go ahead and turn on Wi-Fi so we can view some of the expanded connectivity options of this dongle. We'll go ahead and connect it to our home Wi-Fi here, and I'll show you guys how you can download and install other apps and everything like that via the Google Play Store. So we've gone ahead and connected here to our Wi-Fi. You can also again insert a 4G SIM card, as this does support 4G SIM, and I'm assuming you can also hotspot and tether it to your smartphone's data as well, but I'm not going to go over that in this video. So let's go back to some of our other settings. We can also have Bluetooth connection, and that will be required to go ahead and access Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. But yeah, you can change the wallpaper, you can play with the different sound settings and tones here. Just a bunch of full Android setting customizability again here with the Android operating system. So let's go ahead and go back to the home screen here and take a look at some of the pre-installed apps. So once you have your phone paired up via Bluetooth, which again is very simple, you'll gain access to a bunch of the features via some of these apps here which rely on the Bluetooth connection. Now, for example, here I have my Pixel 6 connected, and personally I will probably never use most of these Bluetooth apps within just the Android operating system because I think it's a little redundant to Android Auto, which I'll primarily be using on this device. You can access Google Maps here on the dongle itself if you want to sign into your account and you have a Wi-Fi data connection, or just want to use offline maps. You can go ahead and access that through the Android operating system of the dongle itself. But of course you can also do that through Android Auto and Apple CarPlay. You do have YouTube and YouTube Music pre-installed, so you can go ahead and play some YouTube videos here on the system. So I'll go ahead and show you guys what it looks like in terms of playback speed and everything like that on Wi-Fi. So you can see playback is very smooth here on the car. Go ahead and change the picture quality here on the system. Of course, you'll be limited to whatever your head unit's capability is, and in this car it is a 720p display. So you can see over here on the system it is pulling 720p at 60 frames per second. It definitely looks very good, and I'm very pleased with the playback quality here on this device, even with scrubbing through the video and everything like that. Now to go ahead and close it, you'll want to use the integrated navigation menu, which is that white dot. Go home and it takes you back to the Android operating system home. Of course you have Chrome, an APK installer if you can't install the app from the Google Play Store. We do have Netflix pre-installed, Google, VLC Media Player, just a bunch of cool stuff. And again, you can access everything via the Play Store if you want to sign in and download different applications. Now, one thing I did think about today when I was using this device before making this video is that I assume you can go ahead and download most of your favorite restaurant applications here via the Google Play Store, such as like Starbucks, McDonald's, any of the fast food restaurants that have applications. And if you are able to use this with a data SIM, you can go ahead and place your mobile orders or whatever right here on the car's infotainment system, which I think is pretty unique and pretty sweet, where you don't even have to access your phone to go ahead and place those orders. Now, obviously I'm not going to be using this with a data SIM, so I'd have to use a Wi-Fi connection to go ahead and do that. But that is just an option that I thought about today while using this in the Starbucks drive-thru. So back here on the home screen, the way you'll access the wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto capability is via these AutoKit app. So once your phone is paired via Bluetooth, you'll go ahead and launch the AutoKit app. It will then go ahead and pair to your phone via the Bluetooth connection. Again, you can see we're launching Android Auto here. And once connected, wireless Android Auto will be displayed here on the infotainment screen, just like that. This looks exactly like regular Android Auto, except it is now wireless. You have your built-in compatible apps here, and go ahead and do everything like that. You can see it is a touch laggy with the wireless Android Auto, but it is nothing even close to unusable. And so far I have been very happy with the speed of pairing and everything like that of the wireless Android Auto capabilities. So again, you can go ahead into Pandora. Everything works perfectly. You can go home. The steering wheel controls in my car do still launch the Google Assistant. And if you want to go back to the home screen, you can either do that via the white dot here or hit the exit on the Android Auto application. But yeah, it shows your recent apps here on the left side along with your time and whether you're paired via Bluetooth or Wi-Fi. Again, if you want to go back to your home screen of your car's infotainment, just hit home and it'll take you back to the home screen of your car where you can access all of your built-in apps and everything just like that. So overall, I am very excited and very happy with the performance of the system so far. Now I'll go ahead and run some tests to see what the speed is in terms of going straight into wireless Android Auto once you again start the car. And I'll go ahead and let you guys know what that speed is, but overall it is very quick. Now, one quick tip I want to give you guys if you want to launch straight into Android Auto every time you start the car is you want to go back into your settings here, and you want to go to your AutoKit T-Box settings. and you'll want to go into boot up app. So this will launch the app as soon as the dongle is booted up. You want to do the AutoKit app, which I already have selected. That means it will automatically launch into connecting to your phone's Bluetooth connection to launch Android Auto. So yeah, as you can see, this device is very powerful, has a ton of usability, ton of customization, and it really is just a full Android, I guess, smartphone that is being controlled or input by your navigation screen. So it is pretty cool. Now, I would not recommend using a lot of these features while driving because it is a really big distraction. But I think it's great if you want to connect it to Wi-Fi or something and use it while you're parked. I think it's great, you know, and there's a ton of other aspects and features like the Maps applications, not to mention just the wireless connectivity they can use with your smartphone that is definitely beneficial to be used while driving. So a huge thanks to One Car Stereo for sending this device out for me to test and review for you guys. The link to their website will be down in the description below. They sell this along with a couple other products and also some plug and play head units for some models. So definitely check out the link down in the description below. Now, I'm not gonna lie, as far as this Android box goes, I have seen it sold by other sellers, so I'm assuming this is just kind of like a branded product that comes out of the Chinese market where they're pretty much all the same. So it definitely can be had for a cheaper price than found from the link below. Now, if you want to go to that work to find it and buy it elsewhere, that is up to you. But so far, I have been very happy with it. And even at the higher price being sold at One Car Stereo, I definitely think it is still a huge upgrade and a pretty good deal. So now you guys are probably wondering about sound quality and everything like that. And so far, I think the sound quality is at minimum on par with a Bluetooth or wired USB connection directly to your phone. I have not seen any noticeable degradation or anything like that. And if anything, it seems like it might be even a slightly higher quality audio output than even just a Bluetooth connection. So overall, I've been very happy with that. The only gripe I've had so far with this product is the fact that when I'm using Android Auto wirelessly on Pandora and I go to skip a track either with the steering wheel controls or the buttons on the head unit, is that in between skipping of the tracks there seems to be some like noise interference or like a popping sound coming from some weird playback issues. I don't know what it is exactly. It doesn't happen every time, but it's only on certain times in driving where just between the skipping of the two tracks there just seems to be some random noise that comes out in just for a split second, and then it'll go ahead and play the next track fine. So that's the only problem I've encountered so far. You can see the Android Auto wasn't quite as snappy as I would prefer, but it's definitely far from unusable, and everything else has just been great. The fact that I can now use my wireless charging pad down in the console that I've installed here and not having to worry about plugging in my phone just to use Android Auto has just been amazing. With all that being said, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please hit that like button. It definitely helps me out. Now, I know I did not cover 100% of the functionality in terms of this device, so if you have any other questions or comments, please leave them down in the comment section below and I will do my best to answer them. And if you guys are new to the channel, please consider checking out some of my other videos and subscribing to the channel. And as always, I'll see you guys in the next video.
Times entries on the Evo expires January 23rd, 12 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, which is actually today. So whether you're looking for performance car parts or your favorite throttle apparel, shop before noon to secure your double entries to get the Evo.